Spring is here. And we had another little lamb born last night. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Sophia. Huh? What a hidden? Let's have a look at her. Yeah, let's have a look at her. Yeah, yeah, she's very lovely, very fluffy. Hello, welcome to the world. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go and do the video. Hi my friends, I'm sitting right here next to my little cat who you can't see on the picture, so I just wanted to show her to you. So welcome to our next video, and this time I'm going to answer another email which came to me this morning, so I thought I'd just use the opportunity to speak about the subjects that this woman was asking me about. And it is mainly about diet. So, but as you know, with with my other videos, it's very hard for me to stay in one subject. So I'll start off saying life is a celebration. Every day you wake up. As you move along on this journey that I am sharing with you, you will get to have the feeling that every day is a feast. Every day is a celebration of life in all its different forms. And every day you get to feel more and more grateful that you have this body, that you are right where you are, and the feeling that you have all the potential to do what you want in your life. Everything in this world is really laid out in front of you, and as Daryl Anker, who I mentioned last time, says, all there is abundance. You are abundance itself, and if you're living in lack, all that is happening is that you are experiencing an abundance of lack. So this journey is, I just feel more and more exciting. There are still difficult things in my life, but more and more I'm experiencing how everything that initially feels difficult is actually just a gift. So there's something there for me to learn. So as you can see, if you've seen through both my channels, also my little Danish channel, where there's quite a lot of food videos. I haven't been on that one for quite a while, but you can find it under this. There's different, where I cook meat and I cook fermented vegetables. The journey of a diet for me has been long and difficult, and where I am right now, to answer this email, I am very much on an animal-based diet. I've been eating a lot of meat for quite some time, but realized with myself, have a feeling that I am to not eat so much meat and have a lighter diet. So yeah, I felt that when I had my first meal, maybe around 11 o'clock, with a lot of meat and fat, well, really not a lot of meat, but meat and fat, I could feel extremely tired afterwards. It did not make me feel light. And so I'm eating a more fermented milk now. I eat apples that we have from our trees. We have really apples nearly all year because it's an apple that keeps really, really well if you have it in a cool place. It's called Jonah Gold. So I eat different types of fruit, and I eat meat, I eat milk, I eat eggs, I eat different milk products. The main thing that I really try to keep away from is grains and starches, so potatoes and all wheat products, rye, oats, because grains are really difficult for me to handle, but also starches are really, unfortunately, because if I could eat lots of potatoes, I would be able to be much more self-sufficient with my food. And I can eat quite a lot of honey. I think honey is really, raw honey is really good because you don't have to digest it, so you just get this wonderful energy, and it is really good for the gut. And so, and if I'm out somewhere and they're dishing up with some wheat products or something, I'll eat it, and I know that I just have to be careful the next few days. So, and I use intermittent fasting, so I don't eat for quite a few hours, and drink water, drink salt water, drink maybe some green tea. I can have coffee with cream. So I try to really condense my eating window, and I found out that if I have maybe some nuts and some milk and honey before I go to bed, I actually sleep better. So especially getting some milk, some protein and fat before bed, maybe just before I go to bed, feels really good. So my health is not perfect, and what I have really landed on is that the realization that focusing on how I feel emotionally, treating myself with enormous compassion and understanding, and structuring a daily life that is very, very, very good for me is really the most important thing I can do. And so the more I tune into myself and really sense, what do I feel? How am I? Do I feel really tired? Do I need more rest? And really respect what my inner promptings are telling me, then I will be guided to which foods to eat. And also I have learnt really on my journey, and with you can see with all the mind-body work, that your mind is so incredibly powerful. So if you sit down to a meal and think, oh my goodness, will I be able to digest this? Maybe not. You probably won't digest that meal very well. But if you sit down to a meal and say, oh my goodness, this is so wonderful, this meal, I feel so blessed, I feel so grateful, and I know that my body is strong and will digest this beautifully, then this is probably what's going to happen. So I forgot to mention, all the fermented vegetables. I eat quite a bit of fermented vegetables. I drink kombucha. That was back to my diet. So the mind, our mind, is really the tool that is building the new earth. And if you tell yourself that the only way I can live on this earth is by eating huge amounts of meat that's going to be your reality. So all the carnivores who have become extreme, very extreme, and who say this is the only way to live, you should just eat lots of meat, I think the reason why it's working for some of them is that their mind is so strong, because what you tell yourself and you truly believe will happen. But it doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean that their body cannot digest other foods. So as I see it, the carnivore diet can be incredibly helpful for people who are very, very sick. And to do that for a while is very beneficial for many people. Really, I would say it to most people who look sick and who want some advice, who ask what could I do, I would suggest go on an all meat fat diet for a while. And just as soon as you start feeling better, incorporate fermented vegetables. And as you're doing this, tell yourself that you are in a process of healing and you will be able to eat all foods one day. And that's what's going to happen. So if we allow if we tell ourselves that the food has power over me, food controls me and how I feel, that's the reality that we will be creating. So our mind is incredibly important to have focus on, and to really, like the garden analogy, weed out the garden, remove the weeds, remove the thoughts that are holding us back. So if we wake up in the morning and say, this is the most amazing day, I believe in miracles that can happen everywhere in my life. I know that I am a miracle myself, and that I have limitless potential for good. This is what's going to happen. You lift yourself out of limiting beliefs. So as soon as we have done some healing with maybe a very strict diet, it's very important to get the mind, to have our focus on the mind and how we use our mind. Because most of what is going on in our mind really is subconscious, and we have so many limiting beliefs that are holding us down and really making us sick. And if we have the idea that if I just change my diet completely, my life will be completely fantastic. For most people, it does not work. It simply does not work. And there are people who have not changed their diet at all and who have healed completely. Very, very serious things. And that is what Joe Dispenza and other people are showing, that how powerful the mind really is. So you can say that this is what all these videos I'm making about spiritual well-being, our inner journey, our emotional well-being. The more you clean up all the old pain, all the limiting beliefs, the hatred, the resentment, whatever you're carrying on to, every time you release these from your life, you lift your vibration. And slowly we're getting to be like Jesus, all of us, like Buddha, like the enlightened ones. We are becoming enlightened. And an enlightened person is not affected by whether he eats a bun or eats a donut. He is not affected because his cells are vibrating at such a high level that physical things do not affect him anymore in the same way they did before. So this is really my path forward, to say, okay, I've done what I can do with my diet. I really listen to my body. I make sure I fast quite a bit and drink liquids during the morning. I might chew some green plants and just spit out the fiber. So I'm getting some green, which I think can be really helpful. And then I really sense with my body, what do I feel like eating? And I eat it and I enjoy my food. I really enjoy my food. That's another thing I forgot to say. I eat these waffles I make with sunflower seeds and eggs, and they are really delicious. So that's my bread. So, and I really know with myself in every way that my diet is not going to ruin my life. I eat what I eat. I relax in the process. And I really believe that as I keep doing this inner work, I feel better emotionally, then all my cells work better. And one day I will, I am aging now, I'm 61 years old, I am aging, and one day I will be old and die. And I know that's going to happen, and this is a really big thing also for us humans, is that we fear death so much that it actually makes us sick in the process of living. So as I heard the other day, it's a saying that's not very nice, that birth is a terminal illness because you're going to die one day. That's not a very nice way to put it. So we are born into this body, and this body has a certain amount of years we're going to live. Some people say that it's the amount of breaths in the yogic world. That's what I've heard. They say that a person has a certain amount of breaths, and when they've done the last breath, they die. So the whole practice of doing these slow breathing techniques I do with you, with the little meditations we do, are very beneficial also, because they help all your cells be oxygenated really well. You feel calm, you digest better. So yeah, there's so many different things we can do, but really getting to a point where you stop fearing food, I think, is really, really important. And also to understand that each of us has a unique body. And I was told once by a healer I went to, actually it was one very, very psychic man who told me that this body I have is actually suffering from previous lives I've had where my body was treated incredibly bad. So, as I mentioned in one video, that you actually pick your body. It sounds really strange, but our spirit picks our body, and this body has in a way been with me for various lifetimes, and it actually came into this world with healing it was requiring already. So some of us have these very, very sensitive bodies and do not function really great in this on this planet. Some people have very robust bodies. So this is also something we have to just accept in life, that some of us are really, really sensitive and need a lot of deep healing on the cellular level. But as I believe, and I've said so many times, our physical body is really just a manifestation of our spirit. Spirit, mind, body, they're all connected. It's all connected. So the more, just accepting where you are in life and trusting that your food is not going to kill you. Your food, have a love relationship with your food, have a love relationship with your own body, have a love relationship with life. This is all something that feeds into good health. So there is so many things we can say about diet, and there is just not one diet that suits everyone, and there is there's so many things we can say, but the fact is that some people are not eating at all, and so this is breatharians. They have stopped eating, and there's a whole film that's been made, you can go and see on Netflix, about people who have stopped eating, and they drink water, and they look normal. So It's, and I think this is really where we're moving in our, as we evolve, we will not be needing food in the same way. As I mentioned in one of my last videos, we will realize more and more that the body does not actually require food. And this is also something that is very this is a mind thing also. If you say to yourself, I am being nourished just by the sunlight, by the air I breathe, by good relationships, by the water I drink, I'm actually completely nourished. This is what your cells are experiencing. So, yeah, there is just no one rule other than the, really I think the more you choose to get out of the fear and into the trust, the more you will feel better in your body. And just trust your body's impulses, that it will tell you when to eat and what to eat. And if you feel some upset, don't worry. Just tell yourself that I'm in a process of becoming stronger every day, more healthy every day, and everything is something I can learn from. And so life is this amazing journey, and the more we want to see everything as a gift, the more we will see the gift in it. So to tell yourself that I can do anything, I can digest any food, I want to live in a playful manner. Stop making life so serious, and trust that everything is working for the benefit of everyone. As long as you stay really connected to your heart, and to just feel the love in your heart, feel the trust in your heart, sense how you let go of fear more and more, and everything, you will feel everything working better and better. So this was my what I wanted to share today about diet and about lifestyle, that really there are certain rules that when we follow them, everything starts to work really well. So I send you all my love, all of you, and to you who wrote the email. I hope this was enough answer for you. Otherwise, you're always welcome. You can write under the video or just send me an email. But of course, when you write under the video, then more people get to benefit from what we're talking about. So have a wonderful day full of celebration of life. See you, my friend.